Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll see what is a tree, and after that we'll see what is the spanning tree of a graph. Okay guys, so let us begin with trees. So we can say that any graph is said to be a tree if and only if it is connected as well as acyclic. Isn't it? That means there won't be any cycle and it must be a yes, connected, isn't it? Then that graph is, we can say that, known as what? Tree. So write down the definition. Yes, we can say that a graph, let's say capital G, with n number of vertices, n number of vertices is a tree if and only if it is connected and acyclic, isn't it? Then that graph is known as what? Tree. So first one, we can say that tree is always connected, as well as we can say that acyclic. Second one, we can say that connected. Alternatively, we can say that it must be connected and having n minus 1 number of edges. If given graph has n number of vertices, then in the tree we can say that n minus 1 edges will be there, isn't it? Remember this one, isn't it? Okay, so let us consider one example. Let's say, yes, let us consider whether, yes, you only tell me, yes, this graph is a tree or not. Yes, we can say that this graph is a tree because number of vertices are how many? Yes, we can say that number of vertices are 6. Then number of edges must be 6 minus 1. So edges must be 5. You can count. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 edges are there. And you can see this one is connected as well. There is no, yes, cycle in this particular graph. So we can say that yes, this given graph is a tree, isn't it? Remember, so we can say that every tree is a graph, but every graph need not be a tree, isn't it? So write down one note. In the note you can say that every tree is a graph, but every graph need not be a tree, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay, so we can say that there are various types of trees. Let's say first one, we can say that that is binary tree, isn't it? Binary tree means we can say that every node, we can say that, has at most two children, isn't it? So we can say that every node has at most two children. And that graph is known as what? We can say that that graph is known as what? We can say that that graph is known as binary tree, isn't it? Okay, so if every node has at most two children in a tree, then that tree is known as what? Binary tree. Remember, in tree we can say that one root is there, isn't it? So we need to specify which one is the root, isn't it? Let's say this one is the root, so we can say that yes, this one is binary tree or not? Yes, this is binary tree because every node has at most two children. Yes or no? Yes, so we can say that that is binary tree. Yes, this one we can say that yes, this one is also a binary tree. So third one we can say that yes, this one is also a binary tree, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? But if we say, let's say this one, yes, this one is a binary tree or not? No, because the root element has three children, that is not allowed. Yes or no? So that is binary tree. Similarly, in, we can say that in ternary tree, every node must have, yes, at most three children, and that tree is known as what? Ternary tree, and so on. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay, next one, let's say one more category of the binary tree, that is we can say that is full binary tree. Full, or we can say that strict binary tree. Isn't it? Full or strict binary tree. In this tree we can say that every in a binary tree, we can say that if every node has exactly 0 or 2 children, then that binary tree is known as what? Full or strict binary tree. Let us consider this one. Yes, you only tell me, this one is a full or strict binary tree or not? Yes, this is full binary tree, because you can see every node has either 0 child or 2 children, isn't it? So we can say that yes, this tree is what? This is full or strict binary, isn't it? BT stands for binary tree. Let us consider one more example. Let's say this one is a full binary tree or not? No. Why? Because this particular node has only one child. That's why we can say that yes, this tree is not a full or strict binary tree, but this one is a binary tree, isn't it? Third category we can say that is known as complete binary tree. Complete binary tree. Yes. Complete binary tree means we can say that yes, every node must have, or let's say every internal nodes must have 2 children, and external nodes must have 0 child, provided also external nodes, or we can say that leaf nodes, must be present at last level, isn't it? Then that we can say that that binary tree is a complete binary tree. So let us consider one example. Let's say yes, we can say that here this particular tree is a complete binary tree. Yes or no? Why? Because we can say that every internal node is having 2 children, and all leaf nodes having 0 child, and we can say that all leaf nodes are present at the last level of the tree. Then we can say that binary tree is known as what? Complete binary tree, isn't it? Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. Next one, yes, we can say that what is the height and levels of a tree. Height and levels of a tree. So we can say that, let's say height and levels of a tree. So let's say one tree is given to you, isn't it? So what will be the height? We can say that yes, here height is what? 0. Then here, yes, if height is always, we can say that calculated from yes, bottom to top, isn't it? So at the lowest bottom we can say that height is 0. If we move yes one step forward or upward, then we can say that here height becomes 1, here height becomes 2, here height becomes 3. So we can say that height of this particular tree is 3. But how many levels are there? Yes, levels are 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can say that 4 levels are there. So we can say that number of levels in any tree is equals to yes, height plus 1. That will be the yes, number of levels, isn't it? Next one, yes, you can see some examples. Let's say yes, let us consider one complete binary tree. Remember, these formulas will be applicable only for complete binary tree. So let us consider one complete binary tree. Yes, this one is a complete binary tree, isn't it? So in this complete binary tree, we can say that yes, let's say first one, you only tell me, if four levels are there here, let's say how many levels are there? Four. So yes, we can say that if four levels are there, then how many number of nodes will be there? Yes, you can see here number of nodes are how many? Yes, we can say that 15. So we can say that yes, if number of levels is, let's say, k levels are there, then we can generalize, yes, number of nodes in complete binary tree. Remember, in short I'm writing CBT. CBT represents complete binary tree. Yes, with k levels, we can say that with k levels. If k levels are there, then number of nodes will be 2 raised to power k minus 1. For example, in this question, k value is 4, so 2 raised to power 4 minus 1, that is 15. 15 will be the correct answer, isn't it? Second point, you only tell me, yes, number of nodes, you only tell me in complete binary tree with height h, with height h, so we can say that that will be what? 2 raised to power, yes, h plus 1 minus 1. Here in this example h value is 3, so it becomes 2 raised to power 4 minus 1. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 minus 1, so 15 nodes will be there. You can see, yes, 15 nodes are there, isn't it? Okay, from first point you can see, yes, we can say that, yes, we can say that number of nodes, let's say n, that is equals to 2 raised to power k minus 1. So 2 raised to power k becomes, we can say that n plus 1. So take log on both sides with base 2. So it becomes k log 2 base 2. And this one becomes log n plus 1 base 2. Isn't it? Now you only tell me log 2 base 2 becomes what? 1. So we can say that k will be what? Log n plus 1 base 2. Isn't it? So that will be the number of levels. That means if number of nodes are given, then you can find out the number of levels. And if the number of levels are given, then you can find out the number of nodes. Isn't it? That is the formula. Isn't it? Okay. I hope this one is clear to everyone. One more thing in this particular tree, yes, you only tell me. Yes, number of leaf nodes. Number of leaf nodes. So in this example, if you observe, number of leaf nodes are how many? 8, isn't it? So total number of nodes are how many? 15. So formula is equals to 15 by 2 and take the, yes, seal value. So 15 by 2, 7 point something, that is 8. You can check in that particular question. Yes, number of, we can say that number of leaf nodes are how many? 8 only. So generalize this formula, that will be number of nodes, total number of nodes divided by 2 and take the seal value. Similarly, number of internal nodes, in the last example you can see number of internal nodes are how many? Yes, number of internal nodes will be, yes, n by 2 and take the floor value. Yes, so here n value is 15, 15 by 2 and take the floor value, that will be 7. You can see in this example, yes, number of internal nodes are how many? 7. But remember, these formulas are only for complete binary tree. Remember this one, isn't it? No need to worry at all, isn't it? Okay. So that's all about, we can say that trees, concept of tree, what is binary tree, what is, we can say that full or strict binary tree, and what is the meaning of complete binary tree and all, isn't it? Okay, so that is the concept of trees. Now I'm going to start, what is the spanning tree of a graph, isn't it? Let's say we can say that, yes, we can say that spanning trees are always, we can say that, yes, we can say that subgraph of the given graph, isn't it? And that will be a tree, isn't it? So we can say that a subgraph, let's say T with same number of vertices of the given graph, of the given graph, a subgraph T with same number of vertices of the given graph, we can say that of a graph, let's say G, is said to be, we can say that, spanning tree if and only if T is a tree, nothing else, isn't it? So we can say that any graph is given to you and we need to find out the spanning tree. So in that particular spanning tree, number of vertices will be the same as the given graph. First thing is that. Second one, that spanning is a tree only, isn't it? Nothing else. Let us consider one example. So we can say that, let's say this is the given graph, isn't it? So let's say these are the vertices A, B, C, D, E. These are the vertices of the graph, or we can say that edges and vertices of the graph. This is the given graph. Now, while we can say that making the spanning tree, first of all vertices must be there. So all vertices must be there. So A, B, C, then we can say that D, E, all these vertices must be there. And yes, that particular spanning tree must be a tree. So here 5 vertices are there. So for being it to be a tree, yes, how many number of edges are required? Yes, 5 minus 1. So we can say that 4. So can we say that yes, this is a spanning tree, isn't it? That is one possible spanning tree, isn't it? Or various, we can say that for any graph, connected graph, we can say that yes, so we can say that more than one spanning tree is also possible, isn't it? But in this particular example, or we can say that many more spanning trees are also possible, but I'm representing only one spanning tree. This is the spanning tree, isn't it? So ultimately we can say that, let's say this graph is given to you. So what is the meaning of spanning tree? So we can say that covering all the vertices with minimum number of edges. That is the meaning of spanning, isn't it? I'm repeating once again. We can say that covering all the vertices of the given graph with the minimum number of edges, that is known as what? Spanning, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So let us take one more example and we'll see yes how many spanning trees will be there. Let us consider one example. Let's say example number 1. Let's say one graph is given to you, isn't it? And the question is how many spanning trees are possible, isn't it? Yes or no? So remember, yes, the given graph has number of vertices equals to 4. So in the spanning tree of this graph, how many number of edges will be required? N minus 1. So we can say that 4 minus 1, that is 3. Because spanning tree is a tree, and in the tree we can say that if n number of vertices are there, then n minus 1 number of edges will be required, isn't it? So we can say that one possible spanning tree is this one. Yes or no? One more spanning tree is also possible. Yes, this is also possible. Then we can say that yes, this one is also possible. Yes or no? Next one we can say that yes, this one is also possible. Yes or no? Yes, next one we can say that yes, this one is possible or not. Yes, this one is also possible. Next one we can say that yes, this one, yes, this one is also possible. Yes or no? Next one you only tell me. Yes, we can say that, let's say this one is also possible. Yes or no? And next one, this one is also possible. Yes or no? So all these are the spanning tree of this particular graph. Remember, yes, we need to consider only those edges which are present in the given graph, isn't it? So somehow in every spanning tree you can see only those edges are there which are present in the given graph. Remember this one. So we can say that here 8 vertices are, or 8 spanning trees are there. So we can find out it with the help of some counting. To solve, we can say that we can find out these number of spanning tree with the help of combinatorics or permutation combinations also. Because here how many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we need to take 3 edges out of these 5. So total combinations will be how many? 5c3, means to take any group of 3 vertices. Yes, we can 3 group of 3 edges, that will give you the spanning tree. But remember, sometimes if we pick any 3 edges, then there may be a possibility of cycles. So here, if we pick these 3 edges, then one cycle will be there, isn't it? So that won't be a spanning tree. Spanning tree is a tree, that means it always connected. It is always connected. So if we consider these three edges, then there will be a cycle. and that is included in 5C3 because 5C3 means out of 5 edges take any 3. So whenever we will take these 3 edges, then there will be a cycle. So remove that particular cycle from total. So this one, also one more combination is there, 1 2 3. If we take these 3, then also there will be a cycle. So in 5C3 two combinations are there which will create a cycle that will be, yes, not a spanning tree. So subtract these two, so total 10 minus 2, we can say that 8. 8 will be the correct answer, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay. Next one concept is, remember spanning tree is always connected, and spanning tree is possible only for the connected graph. So in the definition, we can say that of a connected graph. Yes, you can update this thing. Yes, graph must be connected, then only spanning tree is possible. If the graph is disconnected, then there won't be any spanning tree, isn't it? So remember this one. Some technical terms are there. Yes, what is the, we can say that rank and nullity. So what is the rank? Rank is n minus 1, and nullity we can say that that is e minus n plus 1, isn't it? What is the meaning of rank and nullity? So in this particular given graph, what will be the rank? If we consider rank in this particular graph, n is the number of vertices. 4 minus 1, that is 3. So meaning of rank is what? Rank means number of edges required in the spanning tree, corresponding spanning tree. So in the given graph, we can say that rank is 3. That means the corresponding spanning tree will be having 3 edges, isn't it? That is the meaning of rank. And what is the nullity? You only tell me. What is the nullity? Nullity, we can say that number of edges are how many? 5 minus number of vertices 4 plus 1. So that will be 2. So nullity means we can say that how many number of edges must be deleted from the given graph so that the spanning tree is obtained. So nullity is 2. That means in the given graph, 2 edges are required to remove. Yes, so total 5 edges are there. If we remove 2 edges, then remaining will be 3. So we can say that nullity means how many number of edges must be nullified to get the spanning tree. That is the concept of spanning tree. And rank and nullity. What is the meaning of rank and nullity? I told you guys, isn't it? Okay. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay, guys. So that's all about, we can say that, trees and spanning tree. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, guys. So thank you so much.